This is the Padua Podcast Network. Running a Fever, episode 137, Sitrep. Welcome to the show. My name is Michael Davis. I do love my life so much I want to make it last as long as possible. I want to have a long, healthy, happy, active life right up to the end when I die of, I don't know, racing accident, I don't know, overexposure to the sun while I'm, on the beach in Fiji. I don't know, something is going to happen. I'm trying not to think about that too much right now. Anyway, this is a situation report Sitrep. And normally I would just give little updates integrated with whatever topic I'm discussing on the show. But, there's so much going on right now, so many changes. I really just wanted to have a sit down with you, even though I'm standing up in the studio today. Talk about that in a minute. Just wanted to, sort of have a little discussion and talk about what's going on. So we're going to talk about some setbacks that I've had recently. We're going to talk about fashion and finance, a fashion department report and a finance department report. And we're going to talk about some new environments. And you'll find out what that is later. So what's going on? Why am I in the studio today and not walking around the lake? I'm at a new gym, and I was walking out of the gym, I guess a couple of Fridays ago, and somebody that I know from work, I've known him a long time, was there playing in a break in between some racquetball games. And they said, yeah, we play here every, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and you're welcome to join us. And I was thinking, this would be a really good way for me to get some aerobic exercise, some cardio, which I've been trying to find a way that I could do that in a way that is not that I enjoy. And it seemed like a pretty good way to do that. So I started to think about it, and then I decided to go this last Monday, and it was great. Had a great time. I played for about an hour, and they kept playing after I was done, but after I left. But I really kind of overdid. I hadn't played racquetball in a while, and so I hurt my hip a little bit, and that cleared up really quick. But I also hurt my Achilles tendon, and I've been told that is it takes a while to heal, and actually I'm still feeling a little bit of pain with just about every step, but it's been getting better every day. Nonetheless, I'm not going to go out and do any long walks while I'm healing. And I'm taking this week off since that happened from weightlifting as well, just because I've found out that when I'm doing, like when I have some, trying to lift heavy, right, I have to be careful about my balance. And especially in these gyms where a lot of times it's not really very safe. People are really too close, and somebody could get hurt if I dropped a barbell or something like that. So anyway, I decided to take a week off, and I'm probably due for a week off from resistance training anyway. So it's a good every now and then, every couple of months to take a week off or go really light for a week, and maybe work on strength training or something like that. But a different kind, not lifting heavy, lifting a little bit lighter. Setbacks. So that's why I'm in the studio today, just kind of explaining. I have a weight and a body fat problem right now. This week, my weight has been up to 215 pounds, which is 21 pounds over my weight as of December 8th. And this is March 14th. Tomorrow is the Ides of March. So, I've put on some of that weight that I took off last year. And, it's getting to be a problem. I thought, well, after the holidays, I got plenty of excuses as to why I've gained weight. But the long and the short of it is, my body fat is up to 27%, something like that, which is 2 to 3% higher than recent numbers. And if you look at my stats on the show notes, I've kind of moved to a 7-day average schedule. So just in my spreadsheet, I'm doing a 7-day average of things like weight and body fat because it's a lot easier it makes them a lot more sense. My weight can go up and down, and my body fat too. So it's a smoother curve to figure out, okay, yeah, over the course of a week, here's approximately where I am. So weight and body fat are up. Why? Well, here are my excuses. I started with my holiday/family illness that, was not really, I was in the usual when you're away from home and you're not in your routine. It's, eating becomes a problem. And also I spent a lot of time at the hospital and I wasn't able to get out, at least I thought I wasn't able to get out and exercise the way I normally would be. Also, since then, there have been too many special occasions. And this is the thing. This is a real challenge for anybody, I think. There's always going to be a special occasion. Somebody at work is having a birthday, an anniversary, getting married, having a kid, whatever it is, there's always a bunch of special occasions that call for going out to eat or having sweets or something like that. And I have fallen into that and sort of gotten, not had made that effort to eat healthy even when there are these occasions. It doesn't mean that I have to go overboard just because, I'm with a bunch of people who are celebrating something. I can still celebrate. I just don't have to eat what everybody's eating. Mix in some high stress, my failure to deal with it properly. That's basically a lot of the source of my eating difficulties lately. So a lot of times I've just been, overeating because I'm experiencing some stress and not dealing with it in a healthy way. So it's all a learning process for me. So, I want to be real. And, some say they like when I talk about my failures. I've talked to people who said, well, I really like to hear when you say, well, yeah, I ate a bunch of pizza last night because it's, it lets me know that, you're a regular guy. You're having the same problems that everybody has. So there you go. Now, I'm not stopping. Everybody fails. What matters is what happens when you fail, when you fall, how you get up. After that, you get up, you continue on. And persistence is the difference between success and failure. So this is a setback, but we're going to continue on. There is an addictive aspect to this, to these, setbacks. And I know a little bit about that. It can affect anybody, I think, if you indulge and make it into a habit. But, and I think I'm going to have a whole episode on dealing with temptation. And I know I've had one in the past, but I want to go into more depth on it. But the thing is to interrupt the cycle, recognize when you're reaching for that quick fix, stress reliever. And, it gets easier the farther away or the further away in time that you get from those abusive behaviors. All right, that's the bad news. So fashion and finance. Now I made some decisions in December when, for the last couple of years, that's been kind of an assessment time for me and a planning for the future year. So part of that was adopting a pay yourself first methodology. So, and it's not necessarily paying me first, but it's kind of automating all my, a lot of my regular spending, charitable giving, savings, investing in, this podcast and the other media activities that I have, both profit and nonprofit. And so, I mean, it's just the money's just going where it should go and where I would probably normally be sending it anyway. I don't have to worry about the house payment at the end of the month, right? Because I'm taking a little bit out of every paycheck and managing it that way. Other things too, retirement, and the things that I talked about are just I'm making them automated, and I've been kind of increasing my savings and things like that. So just trying to improve my financial situation overall. But it's a big adjustment. And, it makes me think twice about the little purchases that I make from time to time, because it seems like I have less money because everything's already moved to a different account or, automatically being paid somewhere. And I look at my bank account and I'm like, wow, where'd all my money go? And, but it's easier because, like I said, I don't have to worry about these things. They're taken care of, and it does help me with being more disciplined about my spending. So one big need that I have is clothing because, of course, last year I lost a lot of weight and the season is changing. So we're going into a warmer season when I need to get more clothing because the clothing that I had before for this season no longer fits me. And frankly, a lot of it was just old, really really old. So I needed to update my wardrobe. So my shoes are wearing out, and I actually the last episode that you heard, of course, was about my new walking shoes. A pair of jeans wore out. I had to buy a new pair of jeans. Now I'm playing racquetball. I can borrow equipment for a while, but eventually I'm going to have my own. Skating, starting these new sports. I got rid of those clothes last year, so I have to put some money in here. I don't want to have to go through the warm months like I did the cold ones using basically Walmart, and probably $100, maybe $150 worth of clothes. I had a full winter wardrobe, but it's probably not going to last. It's already kind of worn out, right? Because it's cheap clothing. So I wanted to get high quality stuff that lasts and that costs more. Also, more purpose designed shoes, right? I had some running shoes. Well, now I've got walking shoes. And another thing that's sort of making my expenses go up is I came to the end of my current gym membership, and I decided to try out another gym that had been recommended to me by another bodybuilder at work. And so I tried this out, and there's a lot of things I like about it. It's better. It's a lot more expensive, probably 9-10 times more expensive than my old gym, but it's much more available. I can go at 5 a.m, and it's got racquetball courts and swimming pools, tennis courts, sauna, steam room, massage, all kinds of things. The free weight area is probably like 3 or 4 times the size of my old gym. And so it's really nice, but it's more expensive. So I have to account for that. And so that's kind of segueing into the last topic, which is new environments. And there we go. So now I've been off this week except for Monday when I played racquetball. And I already talked about that, but I'll generally the previous week I was getting up at 4:30, and I was there by 5, and worked out for 45 minutes to an hour or so, and I'm actually getting to work about half hour earlier and leaving work half hour earlier. So I mean my schedule's shifting a little bit, but at that time of day, it's a lot easier to it's less crowded. So I'm enjoying it in that respect. So I hope to get back in the gym next week at least for weightlifting, probably not for racquetball. I don't know that I will have this sort of ability to take impact on my Achilles tendon that soon. It may take another week, but I definitely want to get back into racquetball because it's a lot of fun and I get my cardio workout, which is exactly what I want. And also probably not doing the long walks or skating, maybe for another week or two until at least I can walk without pain around the house, around work, etc. So another injury, and I haven't gotten yet to that 18-month point when I was expecting to not be as injury prone. I did have that major injury shortly after I started in 2017, and I now have this one, which is, taking me out of commission partially for a week and maybe for longer than that in terms of the other things that I do. So that's what's going on, and really like to hear from you what's going on in your life and in your workout and in everything that you do to try to have a happy, healthy, long, active life. mail@runningafever.com. And I hope you enjoyed this episode. And if you got the fever, keep it. If you don't have it, get it. And I will talk to you next time on Running a Fever.